What's up, you guys? So with me being a DJ and music producer, I've been to tons of different festivals, and I genuinely believe that every single person in their lifetime should attend at least one music festival, whether it's EDM, or rock, or country even, or basically any musical genre. So as a result, I kind of wanted to do this video to help people if, like, say you're going to attend your first music festival, or if you're kind of curious about attending one. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 11 things that you should definitely have with you for your first music festival. Obviously, this applies for anybody, but I'm assuming most people watching this video are probably going to the first one, which is okay. I'm telling you, festivals are amazing, and you have the time of your life. Now, I will say, I look at festival locations, essentially, as basically two different categories. One is camping. So, like Electric Forest, Burning Man, probably the biggest one, where basically you're going somewhere, there's nothing else around you, so you have to bring a lot more stuff. On the other side, you have basically a festival that's maybe within a city or next to a city, like EDC. And in that case, you can be staying in a hotel or an Airbnb or something along those lines. So I will say, for this video, these 11 things are going to be universal. So they're going to apply to basically both styles of living and both music festivals. So let's begin. Number one, kicking it off, is water. Honestly, water, in my opinion, is the most precious commodity at a music festival. When you basically factor in the heat, especially if it's during the summer, the partying you'll be doing nonstop, all the dancing and moving around, obviously if you're going to be drinking alcohol or doing maybe other drugs, it's going to make you extremely dehydrated, and you want to be drinking as much water as you can. What I personally suggest is have a gallon of water per day. So if, like, say it's going to be a 3-day music festival, bring 3 gallons of water with you. Now, obviously, transporting it into the actual festival grounds may be tricky. Every festival is different, so whether it's using a water bottle or something else, that would definitely depend. But overall, don't hesitate to bring as much water as you can. Number 2 is a Camelbak, which basically looks like this. It's essentially a bag that has a little basic pouch in it that you can have like this. They're pretty lightweight, as you can see, and they have a little spout here, so you can easily bite and suck and drink whatever's in it, which obviously you want it to be water, essentially. The reason why these are so popular at festivals is because they're light, and it's really easy to have 2 or 3 liters of water in these. And most festivals, especially if it's a good one, will have free watering stations where, there'll basically be a hose or some type of, spout or something where you can basically fill these up. And I'm telling you, these are so common at festivals that you really won't have any problems bringing them in. I've heard of a lot of festivals not allowing you to bring in water bottles or something along those lines, but a Camelbak is almost like a universal item at any music festival. I've got links below if you want to get one. They're really only like $20-30. You can't go wrong with them. I highly suggest getting one. Number 3, a portable charger. Now, I will say, if you're at a big music festival with a lot of people, your phone will not work. This is kind of festival 101, where I saw some funny meme that said, festival season defined, and it showed a text that said, "Where are you?" with the red exclamation point saying not delivered. So essentially, bring your phone charger will allow it to keep charged while it's trying to find service and everything, but overall, kind of expect your phone's not going to work. But I still suggest to bring a portable charger anyway to charge your phone, simply because you want to get a lot of videos and stuff like that. It's going to make it easier because the lack of service and constantly using your phone if you want to, like, Snapchat or Instagram or take videos is going to drain your battery like crazy. So having a portable charger is a great way to go. Number 4 is gas. This is huge, especially if you're going to be camping. I cannot, just trust me on this. You want to have a completely full tank when you drive into the festival. I'm not joking. If I'm, let's say, at 80% of my tank is full, and I know the festival grounds are right here, I'll get gas and fill up to that other 20%, and then go on the festival. The reason why is a lot of people use their car to charge their phone. A lot of people will use their car, like, say, to sit in during the day if it's not any acts, and just, have the AC on. In addition, getting into the festival, and especially leaving, sometimes the lines are ridiculous, and it can be a 3-hour wait in traffic. And the last thing you want is to run out of gas or have your car, basically shut off while you're trying to leave the festival. That's basically like worst case scenario. But overall, have your gas tank filled. Now, if you're going to a festival, like, say, is in the middle of the city, like EDC, like I mentioned, you're probably going to be getting around via, like, Lyft and Uber and other things. So your car, might not be as useful. Basically, you might not even use it at all, essentially. But I still suggest have a full tank of gas because you never know. Number 5, bring lots of food. I will say focus on basically non-perishable foods. This kind of goes without saying. But like I say, even if you're in the middle of a city or something like that, the prices are going to be atrocious to get food, especially, at the festival. So I always suggest bringing some type of like non-perishable munch food, something along those lines. Protein bars, trail mix, that kind of stuff. In addition, I always have basically protein with me. You can obviously get this at any store. This particular one I like is Ground-Based Nutrition. It's a superfood protein smoothie, so it has protein and obviously superfood as well. So you basically mix it with water, chug it. It's going to give you everything you need. And then in addition, I always bring basically greens with me. And they're basically vegetables that are ground up that, again, you just mix with water. Doesn't taste the best, but it basically gives you everything you need, while you're partying and whatnot. And then lastly, I'll bring soy with me a lot of times. Soy is basically powdered food. So again, you just mix it with water, you chug it, you can go on your way. But overall, bring as much food as you can. Number 6 is 5-HTP. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details in this video in terms of what 5-HTP exactly is, what it does, and the benefits. But overall, I'm just going to skim the surface and say this. If you're going to be doing any type of drugs that are affecting your neurology, such as, an hallucinogen or an amphetamine like ecstasy, Molly, etc., I would highly suggest bringing 5-HTP. It helps reduce basically the neurotoxic effects of those drugs. You could take it, before you go out or the next morning, or preferably both. But overall, that'd be a great basic addition to the things that you're bringing, because that'll help reduce any type of damage that might happen with those drugs. Number 7, this one is huge, and I did not do this for my first ever festival, and I regretted it a lot. Bring a lot more clothes than you think, specifically underwear. When you're going to be partying a lot, it's just going to be a crazy time, and you're going to be sweaty, you're going to be dirty, and having like a new fresh pair of underwear feels amazing, obviously, especially, after hours and hours of going through all these different events and whatnot. Just telling you, bring more clothes than you really think you're going to, and make sure you prepare wisely. Obviously, it's going to be really hot out, bring a lot of shorts and whatnot. And I know this sounds kind of like, again, common sense, but I just have to say it just because you never know what's going to happen. Number 8, which is a very important one, is earplugs. Now, I don't know where this started, but I've seen both online and offline people almost looking at wearing earplugs as weird. Like, oh, this guy's wearing earplugs for show. Why would you do that? The cool thing to do is to not wear earplugs. That is stupid. I'm telling you, unless you go to a music festival maybe once every 5 or 10 years, 2, unless you don't care about your hearing, like, for example, if you're not that into music, you're not into really music production, or you need to hear all the frequencies, can you go without earplugs? Yeah, sure, why not? But overall, if you're going to a lot of shows, even if not festivals, just clubs in general, you want to be wearing earplugs every time. I'm telling you, the last thing you want to do is be 50 or 60 and have your ears shot and you can't hear anything. In addition, with it right now, at least the time of this video, it's July 2016, music, the decibel level essentially of music and the speakers at festivals has gone exponentially up. And so the speakers are louder than ever. They're pumping out at a higher decibel rate than normal. You really want earplugs. My favorite ones personally are Earpiece. I've linked this below if you want to check them out. And the reason why I like these is they're basically earplugs that have a little attachment to them, essentially, that you put inside, and you can actually adjust how much decibel range you're basically squashing, essentially. Because obviously that's what earplugs does. Takes high decibel ranges and lowers them. So essentially with Earpiece, you're able to be like, oh, do I want to have it still be kind of loud, or do I want to have it be as quiet as possible? And having that variability is pretty cool. But overall, wear any earplugs that you can find. Number 9 is sunscreen. Now, I know I'm sounding a bit hypocritical because obviously I got burned a couple days ago here in LA, but bring sunscreen. You can get it at the dollar store if you really want to. And I'm telling you, it's going to make your life a lot easier, especially if you're partying during the day. Everyone knows it's the worst thing having a sunburn like I have one right now. Your body feels way more tired, the next day. And obviously if someone touches you, it kills. So when you be partying, dancing around and moving, having a brutal sunburn is the last thing you want. So just get sunscreen. Number 10 is condoms. For some reason, this is a bit taboo of a topic. I know, especially when you talk about sex and whatnot. But honestly, it's a music festival. There's going to be drugs involved. You're going to be meeting a lot of people who just want to have fun for that weekend and just kind of want to let loose. So stuff's going to happen. Bring condoms. Don't be an idiot. Don't be stupid. I'm telling you, it's easy to be like, oh, whatever, it's just a weekend. I'm just going to be careless. And then 3 weeks later, something pops up down there. That's the last thing you want. So just always wrap it. And lastly, number 11. Now, I will say this one's more of like a bonus tip, if anything, because you don't have to bring this, but I bring it, honestly, to every festival, and it's a great addition to have. And that is an electrolyte drink or an electrolyte tablet. Now, things like Pedialyte and Gatorade all basically have electrolytes in them, and that's going to replenish a lot of what your body loses when you're moving around and essentially being really dehydrated. Water is obviously going to help you, but having electrolytes is really going to help replenish a lot of the stuff that you're using. So one, bring a beverage. For example, like Gatorade, obviously is a classic example. Things like Pedialyte as well, even though they're designed for babies, you can still drink them. You know, basically just look anywhere in CVS or even the dollar store I've seen them, where basically they're just beverages that say electrolyte beverage. Even if they say they're for babies, they'll still be good for you. Secondly is I'll bring electrolyte tablets. So my favorite right now are Nuun. It's spelled N-U-U-N. I have a link this below if you want to check them out. And what they do is essentially you kind of like other water dissolving type things. You take a tablet, you drop it in water, it dissolves, and you can drink it. I find these really, really helpful, especially because if I'm going with a Camelbak and it can fit like 2 or 3 liters of water, I'll drop a couple tablets in that. And therefore, as I'm partying and I'm moving around and I have the Camelbak on me, as you drink out of the Camelbak, I'll be drinking, basically the electrolytes, the B vitamins. Sometimes it's caffeine, so you want to watch that. Caffeine can be a hit or miss, But overall, these tablets are really, really, really useful for basically replenishing all the stuff that you're losing while partying. And obviously, water can help you, but it's not going to give you everything that the electrolytes will. But overall, those are my 11 things that I would suggest for you to bring for your first music festival. I sincerely hope this video was helpful. And if you have any question about anything I just mentioned, feel free to post a comment or let me know. But overall, if it's your first one you watch this video, telling you have the time of your life because it's going to be one of the best weekends you'll ever have.